Today we're looking at two seemingly contradictory milestones in electric vehicle charging.
Yeah, on one hand, you have this huge symbolic number being celebrated.
And on the other, you have this quiet unveiling of infrastructure that is just on a whole other level. It's a fascinating contrast.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's a crucial snapshot for anyone in the EV space. I mean, Tesla already runs the most reliable charging network out there.
Right.
But that reliability is about to get a major test as they open up to other vehicles. So they need scale and they need innovation fast.
Exactly. So our mission here is to understand the significance of the 75,000th supercharger stall, which landed in a pretty quiet spot in Tasmania, Australia.
And then contrast that with this new, massive off-grid Oasis charging hub in the U.S.
Let's dig in.
Okay, so let's start with that symbolic number, the 75,000th stall. It's in Hobart, Tasmania, which is only the second supercharger site in the entire state.
So it's not exactly a major hub.
Not at all. And they celebrated it. They gave the charger a special glacier blue color and a little plaque marking the program's history, 2012-2025.
And the pace of that growth is it's wild. The program started way back in 2012, but the recent acceleration is what's really insane.
It is. They've added 5,000 stalls globally in just the last few months.
Wow. And 3,500 of those came online in Q3 alone.
But here's the really interesting part. Even the small symbolic site in Tasmania is a showcase for their newest tech, the V4 hardware.
Okay, so for anyone who isn't familiar, what makes V4 such a big deal compared to what came before?
Well, V4 is all about density and speed, but the cabinet hardware is the key. V4 cabinets triple the power density and can support twice as many stalls per cabinet compared to the older V3 tech.
So you can fit more chargers into smaller spaces, like in tight urban areas.
Exactly. But here's where it gets really interesting.
You mean the speed can go even higher?
Precisely. They start at 250 kilowatts.
Yep.
But the V4 cabinets have the potential to double that. We're talking 500 kilowatts for passenger cars.
500.
But it's also future-proofed. The system is built to support high-voltage architectures up to 1.2 megawatts per stall.
1.2 megawatts. That's not for a sedan.
No, absolutely not. That is industrial-level power. That's what you need to get a fully loaded semi-truck charged and back on the road when mass production really kicks off in 2026.
Okay, let's pivot from that 4-bay V4 showcase in Australia to the extreme opposite, this massive new Oasis site between LA and Vegas.
Yeah, this thing redefines scale. It's not really a station anymore, it's a self-contained power hub.
How big are we talking?
We're talking 168 stalls total, with 84 of them live right now, and it's on a piece of land that looks to be about 30 acres.
30 acres, that's huge. That's like 22 football fields.
And its energy independence is the truly game-changing part here.
It's running completely off-grid.
Completely. It's powered by 11 megawatts of solar panels
Right.
and backed up by 39 megawatt hours of battery capacity. And that distinction between generation and storage is so important.
So it can charge cars day and night without ever touching the main power grid.
Exactly. And if you connect these two stories, the dual strategy becomes crystal clear.
Right.
The pace that got them to 75,000 stalls shows they're chasing that ubiquitous global coverage. You can find a charger anywhere.
But the Oasis shows they're also deeply committed to power self-sufficiency, to bypassing the grid's limitations entirely.
So what does all this really mean when you put it all together?
Well, here's the final thought for you to chew on. Considering that V4 potential for 500 kilowatt speeds and the sheer scale of the Oasis, with its 11 megawatts of solar and 39 megawatt hours of battery, how quickly will these new, powerful, self-contained charging hubs become the standard and fundamentally reshape our reliance on the existing power grid for fast charging? Something to think about.